Good morning to all of you, my dear students, my dear viewers, my dear friends. And today I am going to discuss about the prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cells and its cell organelles. So, without any delay, let's get started. So, before I start, I would recommend you to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. So, whenever you are getting the new video notifications when I am posted in the YouTube channels. Okay. So, uh, mainly the prokaryotic cell, it is a very instinct and indefinite nucleus type of cell. Okay, the cell containing the nucleoids, the genophore, or the chromatin body is called the prokaryotic body. Okay, a nucleoid is one which lacks the nuclear membrane, nucleolus, but contain a single circular DNA. Okay, so this is not called as a nucleus, that is called as a nucleoid, which lacks the nucleolus as well as the nuclear membrane. Another one, the example is bacteria and the blue-green algae. The membrane-bound cell organelles such as mitochondria, plastids, and plasma reticulums and Golgi body. So the nucleid is having a circular DNA molecule, but which lacks the nuclear membrane as well as the nucleolus. Another membrane-bound organelles found in the prokaryote, the mitochondria, plastid, and plasma reticulum and Golgi bodies. These are not present in the prokaryotic cell, but it is present in the eukaryotic also. Okay, but when the anaerobic bacterial cell, mesosomes or the chondroids are present instead of the mitochondria. So, what is the activity of mesosomes and chondroids? It is the ability of the cell organelle having the production of energy without any using of oxygen. That means the anaerobic respiration are done by the prokaryotic, and the ribosome are 70s type. That means it's two subunit having the 50s and the 30s. Okay, but in case of the eukaryote, it is this 80s type of ribosome. Okay, the locomotor structure are flagella made up of protein flagellin. Okay, so flagella is a locomotory organ. It is having the made up of the protein is flagellin, and the cell envelope is of a bacterial cell. So the three basic layers, that is the outermost glycocalyx, number 2 the cell wall, number 3 is the cell membrane. Okay, so in case when we compare with the plant cell with the bacterial cell, it is having the another uh, extra outer membrane, extra cytoplasmic outer membrane, that is the glycocalyx. Okay, so what is glycocalyx? In some bacteria may be in the form of the loose sheath known as the slime layers. Some bacteria may have the glycocalyx in the form of the thick and tough covering known as the capsules. Okay, so it is the outermost covering of the bacteria. Okay, some having the thin glycocalyx known as the slime layer, and some having the very thick glycocalyx known as the capsules. Okay, so bacterial cell with the capsule is virulent. So when the bacteria having the capsulated outer layer, it is a very virulent. That means it is not restricted by any other your different exonuclease enzymes. Okay, the bacterial without the capsule is avirulent or non-virulent. So bacterial cell having no capsule is it behave like a normal. It doesn't attack with another cell. Okay, and having very inactive head. Okay, so the capsule enhance the ability of bacteria to cause the disease. So those bacteria having the capsulated on its outer layer, that means in the outer layer having the glycocalyx. Okay, it is very virulent and it causes some disease. It acts as a pathogen. Okay, some strains of the Escherichia coli. Okay, it is examples of the bacteria. Okay, the pili. What is pili? The pili is the hair-like filamentous appendages extending from the cell of gram-negative bacteria. Okay, the pili are made up of the some special protein called the pilin. So pilin are the protein which is helps to make the pili. It is a hair-like filamentous appendages. These are very longer and broader. These are formed by the little in number. This pili's function is to it helps the bacteria to stick firmly with other bacteria. Okay, so pili helps to adhere with another bacteria molecule. Okay, on another bacteria. Okay, and also pili which help the bacteria conjugation are known as sex pili. Okay, so those pili which helps for the bacteria conjugation, that means the DNA transfer. Okay, known as your sex pili. And another is fimbriae. Fimbriae, what are the fimbriae? These are the small bristle like fibers occurs in both gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Okay, so what is the function of pili? It is these are the shorter and lower They are forming the large in number. They are involving the attachment of the bacterial cell with the another solid substance, that means the host tissue. So fimbriae helps the bacteria to attach with the another host body or host tissue, whereas pili helps the bacteria to attach with another bacteria cells. Okay, and help in also conjugation. So pili's main function is to help in conjugation, so it is known as also sex pili. Okay, the most important fundamental level of organism in the living world is the cellular level. The cell are the fundamental structural and functional unit of every living organism. Okay, so this is the basic unit of life. Okay, so cell is the basic unit of life. You have to remember the cell biology is the study of different aspect of structure functions of the cells. Okay, so there are different dimensions of the cell size, that is 1 millimeter is written as 1 mm, it is written as 1000 micron. Okay, so 1 micrometer is or equal, or 1 micron is equals to 1 okay, so the nanometer, the millimicron. Okay, so these are the different your units which are used for the measuring the different size of the cells. Okay, so next a quick revision on the prokaryotes. So what is the prokaryote? So prokaryotes are the organism without proper nuclear membrane around the nucleus. The smaller cell is called PPLO, pleuropneumonic like organism. Okay, the largest cell is the ostrich egg. So here you have to remember the largest cell is the ostrich cell. Amoeba is the shapeless organism and move with the help of pseudopodia. So amoeba is the kind of shapeless organism which helps for the which does not have any locomotory organ, but it has the pseudopodia helps the amoeba to move. Okay, so bacteria is the unicellular organism and surrounded by calyx. Okay, you have to remember the things. The gram staining techniques differentiate from the gram positive and gram negative. So gram staining technique is a technique which differentiates between the gram positive and gram negative bacteria. So bacteria are also classified on the basis of the number of flagella apart from their shapes, and the prokaryotes having the 70s type of ribosome. Okay, having the smaller subunit, two subunit having the 50s and 30s. Okay, so these are some questions regarding the your cell theory. Okay, who proposed this cell theory? That is the Sheldon and Swan. Are the organism lacking nucleus and membrane bound organism? So the organism having lacking nucleus and membrane bound organ known as prokaryotes. Okay, the history that cells begins with 1665 with the publication of Micrographia in London. Okay, who have written the Micrographia? That is the Robert Hooke. Okay, 1665. After that, ordinarily the size of typical cell, that is the size varies from, you have to write it. Okay, this cell was discovered by whom? Okay, so this cell was discovered by, yes, your Robert Hooke. Okay, very important thing. Which one of the following is belongs to the prokaryotic category? You have to remember the prokaryotic bacteria. Okay, the organism in which nuclear material is not surrounded by the nuclear membrane are called dash. So it is known as your nuclear membrane are not embedded, are not surrounded by the nuclear membrane. That is prokaryote. Very simple thing. The largest cell human body, that is your nerve cell. Okay, it is the very simpler question. Okay, so these are some questions regarding these topics I have discussed. Okay, so you have to do this all the things. In the next class I will discuss about the different types of prokaryotic cells. Okay, oh sorry, eukaryotic cells. Till then keep watching and not forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.